Do you want early access? Do you want uncut reactions? If so, then check out our Patreon. Link in the description down below. I usually have predictions in my mind of like how Rimuru's going to do something or how they're going to get out of a situation, and I got a couple things I'm thinking of, but nothing concrete enough to like put into words and like put out there.
My guess after rewatching the end of the episode while editing is that he probably activated Gluttony just at the last second before he would have been killed, so that he's about to like probably eat like her sword, or at least the tip of her sword or something.
Ooh.
Maybe. And he's gonna end up being out for like a little bit because of it, most likely, but she was probably, as a result, either thinking she killed him or unable to kill him afterwards, but I don't know. Not sure how that's going to go. But clearly, I mean, he's in the freaking thumbnail for the episode after this, so clearly he's not going to die. Unless he dies and gets reincarnated after a bit, like in the same world again.
Gonna say, you do remember Kamino, right?
Yeah, but that was... he wasn't in the title of the show.
No, but his mech was.
I still hate that about that show.
I agree. But we're in like the part that everyone was excited to see us get into, and now we're into an episode called Despair.
It's not sounding good from the title, is it?
No, it isn't. Let's check it out. Let's see how this gets resolved.
Ha! You did. He ate her sword. Whoa.
What the? Whoa. So basically it incorporates all of the monsters he's devoured.
Whoa.
That's gluttony.
Oh.
Yeah, you pissed him off.
Yeah, remember he said how he felt like he was unconscious?
And there we go.
So he's not in control of this anymore.
She doing a summoning? Damn. Whoa.
That was pretty ridiculous.
Puts monocle on and leaves. Was that a decoy? Did he just do a decoy? Oh. Well, now you know what to look for and what to avoid.
That's the first time I've seen him like use like little arms to emote as the song.
Yeah, just like it's weird, but
he must
funny.
just be that flustered.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. Oh.
You can't teleport.
What? Oh, right.
Oh, hey.
There we go.
He's met up with some people who know what's up.
Yeah.
外部から仕掛けられた結界による魔素濃度の低下を確認。
発動させている奴は俺が抑えるから、お前たちはこの結界を張っているものを探し出せ。
御意。
はっ。ただし戦闘行為は禁じる。相手の正体と強さを確認しろ。これを伝えば結界があっても思念伝達ができるんじゃないか。
And he's in now. Oh man. Once beautiful city
ひどいな。
ruined. Oh,
よくぞお戻りになられました。ご無事で何よりです。
it's
遅く
okay.
なってすまん。
とんでもございません。少し問題が起きただけでして。
ごまかすな。広場に何がある。
It was very bad. Oh,
今のはベニマルか。
Yeah, important people have died.
that's what I feel
It's
like.
the only reason they'd be acting like that.
Oh no. Don't tell
Oh,
me.
what is happening?
They're defending.
Oh, they're defending her.
いいな。どうあっても俺はこの女を守る。
Lucius.
寄っていっているぞ。
やめろベニマル。
リムル様。
There's no sense in hiding it. I
そ
mean,
の時
what
俺
happened?
たちが弱体化した原因がその女の使った魔法にあると。
私を見捨てなさい。
そんなこと言うな。
あなたまで巻き添えになる必要なんてないわ。情を生み出したのは私なのよ。
惨状？
Thinking Shion at the very least.
I'm not seeing her or Princess Shuna.
A lot of dead goblins.
A lot of them children.
人間たちが容赦なく。
人間たち。俺
Don't
の
hurt
言葉。
humans. I like humans.
ルールは3つ。最低この3つは守ってほしい。1つ、人間を襲わない。2つ、仲間内で争わない。俺の命令に従ったせいか、この女が。
国大魔法アンチマジックエリアの影響だけでは弱体化は起きません。
俺を怒らせて自分だけを殺させようとしているのか。ヨウムやグルーシスを守るためか。詳しく話が聞きたい。会議室に来てもらおうか。
リムル様、よろしければわしも会議に参加させてもらえませんか。今回の件について外の者の視点でお話できるかと。
助かるよ、ミョルマイル。
Is that the...
That's the traitor. Or
Yeah,
yeah, he was working with him while he was working at the
back in
school.
Ingracia?
Yeah.
I don't know if I trust him or not, but he is the one that kind of warned him about Falmouth.
長のゴブタと共にシュナ様の
Oh,
治療に当たって
Shuna's
おります。
okay.
そうか。
降伏して標準の意を示すならばよし。さもなくば神の名のもとに貴様たちを根絶やしにしてくれようぞ。
邪魔なのよ。だから潰すことにしたの。
最初から
The church. Church is trying to take them out.
王国は西側諸国の玄関口と呼ばれるほどに交易で潤っている国なのですよ。
テンペストが繁栄するとファルムス王国の損失になる。は知らず知らずのうちに虎の尾を踏んだのか。そしてファルムス王国から大軍が向かっているこの事態を一刻も早くブルムンド王国に伝えてくれるか。
もちろんです。
クレイマンの配下です。
She just came out and said it.
が糸を引いているということか。
Yeah, that dickhead. Wonder what else he's got planned moving forward. Yeah, nothing else.
Still didn't find out if Shion was okay or not.
No, we didn't. But just that amount of like goblins dying and everything. I mean, I'm not sure if like that's the full brunt of it, but that's a lot.
Yeah, it seems like they killed enough to send a message before leaving, I guess.
I guess. And
I don't know why they decided to leave when they did, unless they
were probably a vanguard force and just wanted.
I guess they were the advanced force, and they were there to confirm, like, the quote-unquote act of war on behalf of the monsters or whatever.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I don't know. I guess, like, once they... I'm not even sure if the guys, like, on the Knights are, like, in on the deception and stuff behind it, or if it literally was like, hey, we're being attacked by monsters, and they just fucking believed what they were just told.
I guarantee you the commander knew about it. And
Seems
then,
like
and then
he
when he bolstered it, he basically also he's acting on behalf of Falmouth and not 100% on the church, because he said, if you value your lives, basically you will kneel and you will like recognize the king, king of Falmouth. Otherwise, I will eliminate you in the name of God. So basically, it's like, okay, if you follow our king, you live, but if you don't, I'm going to kill you in the name of God. So basically...
Falmouth is basically like, no, you're not going to take a large chunk of money from us. You're either going to make shit for us and trade for us, or you're not going to exist anymore.
Exactly, and that's what I think that's what they're projecting. I think that's what they're wanting to put out there as their, a message to Rimuru and the leaders of Tempest. And I think they just poked the bear, and right now that bear is about to just turn right around and maul them with extreme prejudice. And by extreme prejudice, I mean extreme prejudice. I'm talking complete and total devastation.
Usually I don't really care that much for political-y stories. Like, I liked Gundam Wing back in the day, even though it's not considered to be that good on the political stand front of how it
worked. As an adult, I get it more, but I get what you're saying.
I kind of like Game of Thrones. It had a lot of that until the end, obviously. And I like Attack on Titan, even though Attack on Titan's kind of a, in my opinion, different take on the political standpoint, because they're writing it more from a extremely real world perspective of, it being a complex situation for everyone involved.
Immensely complex.
And they're not being, you never being able to decide a complete, good guy in the story and bad guy in the story. Because in this situation, this is more like
clean cut.
Falmouth are straight up being the bad guys right now.
Well, Falmouth they're executing their plan and their initiative because of their ambitions.
Yeah. Well, and because of their greed and because of their, they're using their religion as, their excuse.
As always.
But it's 100% because of the greed of their leaders. And so that makes them out to be the bad guys in the situation, for sure.
100%.
I'm not saying everyone from Falmouth's a bad guy, but Falmouth's current government is obviously corrupt and filled with assholes. Yeah. So they're the definite bad guys in this situation. Whereas Attack on Titan's more like, you feel like the other side's the bad guys for the first half until you start to find out what's going on and then realize, almost no one wants this situation to be like it is. It's just an unfortunate turn of events due to.
It's the constant cycle of war, war, peace, revolution, war, peace,
not
revolution.
Not to mention no one being able to trust anyone else.
No.
So.
And also, you spend your entire life being told about these monsters, these demons, these inhuman, inhuman beings that live on this island, and you're going to be fighting them, and you have to be vigilant. Then you get over there and you find out, they're just humans. They're just human beings. They just got a shit lot in life.
Preaching a very important message about not allowing generational sin to be a thing.
Yes.
Basically, people who humor the idea of generational sin are not allowing peace to ever be a thing.
Exactly. And that's always something that I've advocated, is just I am not responsible for my ancestors' like wrongdoings. Neither is anyone else. And I know there's going to be people out there who say, "Well, you're benefiting from the pain that they cause." I'm like, guess who else is? You are, by being here and reaping the benefits as well. The truth is, there is never, ever going to be a point in history where there is not going to be someone on the lower rung of the wheel getting stomped.
Almost everyone came from a freaking tyrant that like face rolled a whole bunch of countries because he pretty much just forced himself on a whole lot of women. Like,
oh yeah, it's like Genghis Khan.
So I mean, like
Genghis
everyone's
Khan's
got that generational sin if you want to go that route.
Yeah, and not only that, but you go back far enough in history, nobody's innocent.
Nope.
Nobody. Hate to be the bearer of bad news on that, but the trivialization being like, well, you know, there was a different time and a different this. I'm like, exactly, a different time. A time I was not alive in to partake in said atrocities. So why are you
were
holding
not
me
alive in to
responsible?
be, you know, victims of said atrocities. So,
Exactly. And I'm not saying that your family hasn't suffered and there isn't potentially generational trauma that your family's still dealing with, but that doesn't mean that has to be who you are. You don't have to be held back by what everyone else wants to brand you as, or what they tell you that you have to be branded as. You can be whoever you want to be.
Well, literally, this is a discussion based off of a story from a whole different anime. From
Yeah, but that's good political intrigue. Here, this is a more straightforward good guy versus bad guy.
Yeah, I still like this, and I'm very interested in this, despite me not usually being that into political stories. But I'm totally like just engrossed in this anime.
I like it because of the layers that there are to it. Because you have Clayman, Falmouth, and the Church. You have all three of them basically layering up against Tempest in their own way. The Church is the more like behind the scenes over Falmouth. But behind the scenes of both of them, unbeknownst to both of them, basically playing into his plan, is Clayman. And that's something else. I think that's, just because of the layers that are there, I'm interested to see, like, what other strings is Clayman going to pull? Like, is he, like, because keep in mind, he's still, Milim is still out there, and she's still causing havoc. So I wonder what's going to happen with her.
She's supposedly going to attack the...
Urizania.
Yeah, the Beast Kingdom.
Yeah, she's taking on Carrion and Urizania.
Rimuru hasn't even heard about that yet.
Oh no. Oh boy. That's going to be something else too.
Yeah.
So
I'm assuming that's going to be something that comes up shortly into the next episode.
I don't doubt it.
Because Grucius knows about it. So he was the one that said something about it in the previous episode before, like 2 episodes ago.
Yeah, he was.
He's like, I just found out about this, and he's like, but I don't care about that because what are you doing right now? Like,
Exactly.
It's like because he has faith that that they'll be able to defend themselves from Milim.
Well, of course, because he said for him, Carrion is invincible because he's a beast. He's a demon lord. I don't know how strong he is compared to Milim, but he's more than likely very powerful.
You would think him, along with everybody in his army, should maybe at least be able to hold out against the one girl if she's the only one going, But
yeah.
I don't know if she has an army of her own that we haven't seen yet, or
she probably has followers, but they're probably not as organized.
She seems pretty solo compared to some of the others,
Yeah, but even then, I mean, there are people who dedicate themselves to follow someone like that because they're enamored by their power and they call themselves followers. I think her followers are probably more disheveled, more disorganized, but they're powerful in their own right. I just don't think there'll be as many.
Yeah, because it seems like all the demon lords in this kind of have their own different thing, which I think is also a cool idea because a lot of the times when you have like a group of like villains, or they're not even really all villains, but a group like an organization of like a number of people, like somewhere usually between 5 and 13, something like that, in any kind of fiction, they tend to all have kind of the same like situation about how they coexist. Like they're all they all live in one giant like castle, or like they're all like guys that show up like one after the other and kind of all seem kind of the same note in terms of they're all on the same page, but it's like the demon lords while they did get together and talk around a table, there's like one that lives in a dark castle on a hill, one that seems to go around and do her own thing, one that just actually is like the king of a nation.
Yeah, I would say
So-
they all have their own domain and their own thing that is what is theirs, and if that's threatened, then they very much will like go to war against other demon lords.
Yeah.
Like Clayman right now is making moves, and I guarantee you, once everyone finds out who is responsible, there are going to be some demon lords who want to take a pound of flesh out of Clayman's ass.
Probably.
Oh, Carrion definitely. Carrion, once he finds out that it's
Claiming that sicked Malim on him.
exactly. He is going to want to devour Clayman. He's going to want to kill him. I don't doubt that for a second. Because you saw what he did to Phobos whenever Phobos went against his orders. Basically almost caved his skull in. And that was a minor transgression.
And Clayman, as far as I know, is still not even the demon lord, of Shizu's summoning or anything like that.
No, that
It was
one
a
was
completely
different.
one, yeah.
Yeah, he was a blonde.
And so I'm just like, damn, this series is deep. Like, this is gonna go all
There's
kinds of places.
There's a lot more depth to it than I originally gave it credit for. And
I also just want to say in general, like, I'm extremely impressed with the state of modern anime.
I am
at the
too.
moment. Like, there have been some stinkers, yeah, like Tokyo Ghoul and
smartphone isekai.
yeah, they're still stinkers, but like some of these modern anime, like I'm just like, damn, man, like way blowing away expectations that I've had for what an
No
anime
doubt.
could even be.
No doubt about
It's
it.
namely this, Jujutsu Kaisen, Chainsaw Man, Attack on Titan,
Spy X
Mob
Family.
Psycho, Spy X Family, and One Punch Man.
Yes.
And there's at least one more that I've been really impressed with.
Overlord. Well,
Overlord's,
save for the most recent.
Overlord's first season's pretty good, but the second season hasn't quite been up to snuff. And definitely not on the same level as the rest of these shows.
ReZero as well.
ReZero, yeah. So far, I'm really impressed with ReZero and Konosuba.
Yes.
Yeah, Konosuba, like, as a comedy, like,
Fucking hilarious.
it's not the same thing as all the rest of these, but,
No.
like, based on rating it, based on what it's trying to do and be, like, a 10. Like, it's,
No doubt.
it's trying to be funny, and it's fucking succeeding the
It
hell
is.
out of it,
It is hilarious.
Yeah, it's gut busting.
All right. Well, anyway, everybody, that's going to do it for this one. So hopefully y'all enjoyed, and hopefully we'll see y'all in the next one. But for now, that's going to do it. Till next time, I'm Nate.
I am Nick.
Y'all be good people. Take care.